Hey everyone, welcome back. I was meant to do a review of my hearing aids 3 months ago. I just haven't got round to it. So I'm going to show you what type of hearing aids I have and go into a bit of a story. So I have the ones that are quite invisible. So because it's like a white earpiece, you can't actually see it unless you're up close towards my ear. These are like the type of versions that you don't, if you wear hearing aids and you've got to have them and you don't want them to be seen, you can actually have ones that are hidden behind your ear. Now, all through my childhood, I had ear infection after ear infection in the same ear, but occasionally it would alternate between my two ears, and I would get really bad ear infections, and it continued to scar my ears. And it is revealed after I got my ear suctioned that I'd lost my hearing in my right ear. Now, I didn't know it about my left ear. Now, I know I did have hearing loss throughout childhood. I didn't have the greatest of hearing. So we kept getting me checked, getting me my hearing test done, but it was apparently normal. When, say if my mum's talking to me and I won't respond, she's known pretty much all my life that my hearing hasn't been full. And it's basically took years of trying to get clinicians to actually listen to us. But we think it's due to my microdeletion syndrome, and that has actually caused deafness. Now, in my right ear, I have severe hearing loss. Now, I can lip read. It's one of the tricks you kind of learn, but I also know sign language, but not everyone knows that. But I can read lips, so it's quite a bonus. But my type ones, now I have got new ones coming because I'm finding this little bit of earpiece and trying to get that over my ear in the morning, 5.5. And they are battery powered, so the battery lasts up to between 5 to 7 days, depending on how much use you have them. These are actually Bluetoothed, so I can actually enter the phone with these in my ear. I can also listen to music. So this basically means it enhances my hearing when people are talking to me. Now, obviously, when I'm in college, I sit facing the tutor, and because my tutor has hearing aids herself, so she understands me. But if during the first early days of my hearing aids, I struggled to wear them all day, and that was particularly my challenge and one of my targets, to wear them all day. Now, it took about 6 weeks for me to do it. Now, because your brain's not used to it, it needs to adapt to the new side of it. Now, I have the ear mould being done now. I got it done about a month and a half ago. It takes about 12 weeks. So the ear mould is where they mould my ear and they make it into an earpiece. So I'm suspecting it's July, August time before I get that back. But I've had really good positive results with my hearing aids in. So when I'm mainly out and about, I wear my hearing aids so I know I can listen to people. If I go on rides or I'm doing something energetic, I will potentially take my hearing aids out, especially when I'm going on rides. But the only problem is if you have hearing aids, people who have hearing aids will back me up on this. You've got the risk of having something called glue ear. That basically means what gets into your ear that you have to have suctioned. But I was given some olive oil drops to rinse out my ear, to let the wax fall out naturally, to save them doing the ear suctioning procedure every 3 months. Now, they did say that they can do it if they need to, but thankfully not since January I've not had it done. So we're going strong. But I really enjoyed these. It's a very discreet version of a hearing aid, except my new set will not be as invisible because they're a bit more chunky. So they each have a colour on. So as you can see here, there's a bit of a red underneath here. Red means for right, and blue is left. So it kind of shows you so you don't get it mixed up. But there's also a part of it to like clean it, and I struggle with that because it's really fiddly in them. But my audiologist had basically said, right, okay, we will book you in to get an ear mould. So yeah, so this has been one of my reviews that I've been put on my list. And I hope you enjoyed the bulldog video last night. My mouth was on fire for hours. But me and my friend Gina are gonna be doing the carbonara one in June, in a couple of weeks when I head to Doncaster for a couple of nights. She has requested to do the bulldog carbonara. So we're gonna review that. So this is where you'll see the funny side to us that I will show. So I'm currently working on a little bit of a project that is for my best friend's birthday, well, late birthday. I've got one more colour to put on, and then it's set to go. And she actually bought me a few gifts because I had recently graduated LMC. Now my graduation celebrations are the 12th and the 17th of June. If you want to know why I've got two, one of them is for my class and the other one is a meal and a celebration and award ceremony for the whole department, including our group. So we're doing something for me and then something for the whole place, but apparently Lindsay's got something planned for me. So I am looking forward to it. Now, this week I have my GCSE paper, number 2 with maths, on Wednesday morning. So I'm praying everything will go smoothly, not like last time when I had to have medical reconsideration, which basically means it's when you fall ill under the exam conditions if you're in a GCSE. So I was able to have some form of support to try and finish it. Now I didn't finish the whole paper and it wasn't my fault, but I got told by one of the invigilators that said that was determination, and I will take him for that. And I used to not I used to beat myself up about it because I was like, really? But when you have a neurological condition that affects the way your brain works, there's some things that you have to come to terms with, and that's what I did. And I know I'm going to do well. And yeah, so also this week I'm going to have my driving test on Thursday. Now I'm really positive that I will pass it, because we've gone over and over things constantly with my driving instructor, because she's been doing these double lessons. And I basically thought, right, okay, I can do this. And she basically told me just to think it's her sat in that seat where she would normally. And I was like, right, okay, I'll use that. But I'll give you an update when I've passed it. So, until the next video, bye bye. Unsecured.